Click the first link in the description for the best Askreddit content. Today I fucked up by being born 21 years ago and refusing to consume alcohol. I am most definitely going to sound like an entitled brat, but here goes. Ordinarily I despise my birthday, the whole idea of empty wishes and people using these events as an excuse to get drunk under the guise of celebrating someone. From the get-go, I was extremely opposed to having a party. 21 isn't a milestone to me, as maturity is something earned not by age but by experience and ability to make responsible decision. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? But my dad was so very affixed to this decision that he invited the whole family and borrowed a bunch of money to make a grand event with more than a good few cases of alcohol. I'm a bit of a social outcast amongst my family per se, a strong enforcer of lockdown rules, refusal to consume alcohol and have pretty much nothing really interesting going for my life. I don't share a lot of interest with a lot of the family either, and I'm always the quiet cousin that everyone forgets was there. So I spent a lot of the time just awkwardly sitting at the table while everyone else starting talking in their varying inebriated states. Passing the occasional agreement and head nod whenever I'm mentioned until my aunt openly started hassling me for not having a girlfriend and being way too quiet. The rest of the family soon joins in and I feel extremely hurt and pressured. I'm a late bloomer with no self-confidence and conversational skills. I just haven't found the right one. It goes on until they poured me a drink, which I politely declined. Come on, you're 21 now, stop being a little bitch. Look, I made a conscious decision not to consume alcohol. It's legal here at 18 and I've had my fair share of drunken escapades. I just wanted to grow more responsible in my 20s. I quit alcohol and cigarettes at 20, and focus more on building my life now instead of falling down that dark hole. My dad agreed with my aunt, and when I stated that my father once told me to stand up for myself and politely decline, he shot back by calling me a whiny bitch that doesn't appreciate anything, as I visibly was not enjoying myself. I got up, locked myself in my room and just cried the night away. Ah well, happy birthday to the selfish prick who doesn't appreciate being treated like trash by a family that they don't want to join. Too long didn't read. Against my wishes, my dad threw me a 21st birthday party. The family started grilling me for being a loser and my dad called me a whiny bitch that doesn't appreciate anything, after I refused to consume any alcohol. While I made it well known that I was staying sober since a year before, as I haven't touched alcohol since. Update, thanks a lot for the hugs and support. It kept me a little more grounded than I'd like to admit. But after I got into an argument with my parents the day after, I turned on my data and found a bunch of really sweet comments I genuinely cannot thank you all enough. 3. I'm going to stay true to my decision because it's something that I believe in. I once regularly submitted to peer pressure from age 14 to 19, and never once felt any happier with a bottle to my lips. I finally decided to stop lying to everyone and myself and just publicly embrace my truth, which I did well before I turned 21. I also got a lot of insight on the train of thought that goes into forcing your own ideas on people. Cut that shit out. We're all individuals who need to grow, make our own choices and mistakes. The consequence should be ours to bear. Your thoughts and opinions are welcome though, just don't be surprised or angered if they're ignored. That's quite a lot for an update, but I just needed to get that out of my system. Fuck them all. You made an adult decision and stood with it. Thank you. The real problem is that where I'm from, alcohol abuse is common and not a lot of my friends stood by me when I confided in them about this. I guess Reddit is truly the only place where I feel somewhat sane, which might be a little sad, but overall much more comforting. 3. If Op doesn't want to drink, then Op should not be forced or cajoled into drinking. That's disrespect of their choices. Op, it sounds like you are in an abusive situation with your family. Since you are 21, maybe you should consider moving out to get away from them. Have a chance to grow and learn more of who you are without all those negative influences trying to pull you down. I'm proud that you stood by your choice and didn't give in to the social pressure. It shows you are made of tougher stuff no matter what anyone says. Thank you. I'm currently studying part-time and have been saving all my nickel and dimes for a car. Currently looking for a place to crash, and tomorrow I'm going to start packing. Even if I end up outside getting eaten by wolves, it's still better than here. I don't understand why people get so butthurt when you tell them you don't want to drink alcohol. It's like they take it offensively, like you've just insulted them. Genuinely don't understand it. Your family sounds kind of shitty. I'm basically a functional alcoholic with a caffeine addiction, gotta survive my 60 to 70 hour work weeks somehow. My boyfriend severely limits his caffeine, like, we're talking tilde 100 milligrams caffeine per month. Mine is like 3 to 4,000 milligrams per day, and refuses to ever touch alcohol. I respect his choices and will never pressure or even ask him to drink, because I know he won't. It's his body, his choice, and it isn't my place to decide what he does with it. Feel like that's just basic human decency. As a 25-year-old guy who has been an alcoholic for 11 years, I say good on you for refusing to give in to peer pressure. It takes some balls to refuse a large crowd, especially your own family. I will say, you should keep on trying to explain to your family that you made the decision for good reasons, not because they deserve an explanation, simply because it will make your life easier once they back off. Booze can be an enjoyable pastime, but it is not necessary, and your health and wallet will thank you in the long term. Today I fucked up by thanking someone inappropriately. This is one of the dumbest fucking things I've done. Driving to the store yesterday, I was stopped at a major lighted intersection, about 5 lanes in every direction. Along with all the cross traffic was a Napa Auto Parts truck. Tailgate down, out pops a large plastic tote almost instantly, causing a wreck. Truck never even slowed down. Lights change, making the area the tote landed safe, and I'm in the left turn lane. There's still a good 4 or so minutes before I have to turn, so I hop out of my vehicle, run into the middle of the road, grab the tote and throw it off to the side where no one would hit it. As I'm jogging back to my car, I hear this sweet angel of an older lady yell out, "What a sweet man, you have a good soul." I smile and to give her a thumbs up, however, instead instantly flip her the bird. The look on her face was pure horror. I stared at my hand as I ran by, thinking how it betrayed me. You see, I have really bad arthritis from my past medical career. My hand didn't fully open because I was jogging. I profusely apologized, but the damage was done. I ruined some sweet lady's day. If she ever finds this, I'm sorry. Also, the ingredients I bought at the store gave me food poisoning, so now it's 1:52 a.m. and I'm in labor. I'm male, karma is a bitch. Too long didn't read. I flipped an old lady off because I have arthritis after she praised me for being a good person. Before smartphones were decent enough, I needed to get to somewhere nearby. There was this center in our city where you could go to get directions. After thanking the lady behind the desk, what I thought I was going to say was "Have a great day, guys." What I actually said was "Have a great day, gays." I still cringe about that slip to this day. I didn't bother looking back. I did a hurry walk/job thing out of there and never went back. Ha. I had something like that happen, but instead I asked someone to watch me pee for $1. If it makes you feel better, I got to watch my partner flip off a mother and her small child a few days ago. Thought it was our friend, since it was the exact same car as hers, and he finds fun in immaturity like that. Immature joking, 100% fun, can confirm. I do this also, lol. That's rough, all because you were helping out as well. Brilliant fuck up. You helped people and, despite maybe ruining the old lady's day, you've got a smile from a bunch of Redditors. Thanks. I literally LOL'd. Thanks. Today I fucked up by making my principal think I'm suicidal. This just happened a few hours ago. Backstory: I'm at a new school which is specialized on IT. We are still meeting new teachers. It's our first week and I didn't know it was our principal we had class with. Our principal stepped into the room and wanted us to introduce ourselves to him, We already did this at least 5 times but with other teachers, therefore no one took it seriously. As it was my turn, I told some things about myself but forgot to say what I want to become in the future, but it should be obvious, if I'm in IT school. So he asked me what I wanted to be in my future. Apparently Dad wasn't the answer he expected. But hey, at least the whole class had a good laugh about it. He told me that I should visit him after school. That's when it hit me, that's my principal. I came there after school and he talked for half an hour why suicide is bad and that he will help me. He sent me to the fucking pastor afterwards and he prayed for me. That was awkward as hell. Velp, I got home and my parents got a call. It was my principal. My dad looked at me and said, "You're fucked." He talked me out of the situation but the principal wanted that the police brought me to school every day, because I might jump in front of a train. That would have been expensive. Now I have to visit the principal again on Wednesday that he can talk to me, and if he thinks I'm fine, we won't meet again. That's what he told my dad. Well, my jokes suck apparently, haha. Too long didn't read, made my principal think I'm suicidal. He sent me to the pastor and he prayed for me. My parents got a call and I have to visit him again for a depression talk. One time in an icebreaker exercise we were asked which plant we identified with and I said petrified wood because I'm dead inside. Nobody laughed. Frown. That's actually quite funny. Well, F. Lesson learned, lol. Yeah, definitely, my principal isn't the type of guy you can make fun with. Sending you to the pastor? Like WTF is that supposed to help with? And praying? Apparently only God can help me in this situation. Well, he didn't help me 3 years ago, therefore he won't help me now either. Lul, I had done something similar to this with a teacher in high school. It took a lot of convincing and my parents were definitely not pleased when they got the phone call. Yeah, my dad laughed about it afterwards but told me to never do that again, haha.